Hey, I was looking for Danny.
Yeah, this is Danny.
Danny, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Good.
I'm calling you today because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they gave us your phone number and asked us to call you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Her name is Amanda. She emailed us and told us about how you picked her up at a Target. She thought that was a really cute move, by the way, and told us a little bit about your date, said that she really liked you, but I guess it's been like 2 weeks now, and you're not returning her phone calls.
Uh-huh.
Would you mind maybe giving us some insight into why it's been 2 weeks and you haven't called Amanda back?
I guess I just can't see myself being in a relationship with her, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Is it because of something she did on the date, something she said?
I mean, I didn't get to know her really well, but she was kind of gross on our date.
How is she
gross?
How is she gross?
Just her manners. I'm not sure really like how she was raised, and it was kind of shocking to me.
Wow, I'm very curious now, Danny.
Yeah.
Because according to her, your date was perfectly normal. She didn't do anything weird. The thing that she did say was strange about your date was how you shook her hand at the end. Is that why you shook her hand? Because you thought she was gross?
Yeah, I needed an exit.
Can you give me one specific thing?
Yeah.
Was she sloppy when she was eating her food? She not put her napkin on her lap? What specifically made you think that she's nasty?
Well, it was going fine, and like halfway through the meal, she grabbed my hand and she leaned over into my ear and whispered, "I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I have to honk out a dirt snake."
No, she did not say that on the first date. Are you kidding me?
You're lying about that, Danny.
That could not be real.
I swear to God.
And she
What was that
whispered
term again? What was that term again?
Oh, man. She said I have to honk out a dirt snake.
Was she being funny, or was like this a
That's
legit?
what I thought. I thought she was making a joke, and I just said, "Are you serious?" She just said, "No, really, I have to go download a brown load. I'll be back."
Stop
She had to have been joking then.
it. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Come on, man. Like
I don't know one girl that would do that
way.
seriously.
she had to have been. She had to have been joking with you, Danny.
She was not. She left. She was gone for a few minutes. I mean, at the time, I couldn't eat. I lost my appetite. That's how serious she was being.
What did she say when she got back to the table? Like, she had to have had a smile or been laughing.
Yeah, she had a smile, and she patted her belly, and she said, "It looks like someone dropped the kids off at the pool."
With it.
She's so good.
Oh my gosh. Was your face red?
I didn't know what to say, and she just jumped right back into her meal. And after a few minutes, she noticed, and she thought I didn't like it. She asked me if I didn't like the food, and I said, I just pretended I was feeling sick.
I would have been so grossed out. Like, I've been with my girlfriend like a year and a half now, and I don't even know that she does that still.
Oh my God.
And I don't ever plan on knowing that she does that. So, all right, Danny, I can understand why that would be a turnoff for you.
Yeah, that's why I shook her hand. I needed to get out of there.
All right. Danny, thank you very much for being honest. I'm sorry you had to endure that date.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm sorry, too, I guess. Is that all that you guys needed today, or?
Yeah, that's just about everything. I'll let her know. Actually, why don't you let her know what the problem was on the date? Because she's actually listening and on the other line right now.
Oh,
Amanda, did you actually say those things, or is he over-exaggerating?
Yeah, I said those things.
You did?
Amanda!
What? Why?
Women do go to the bathroom, and I like to joke around a lot, and I said it in a joking manner, and I was going to be honest with him, you know?
Okay, so the lines that you used, those were jokes, but you really did have to do what you said you were doing?
Yes.
There's truth in every joke, Jubal.
But I don't know why you're being such a stickler about it. I mean, don't you go to the bathroom?
yes, I do, but I don't tell people like that. I mean, you could have just said, "I'm going to go to the restroom," or powder your nose, or whatever.
Yeah, say that.
But it wasn't a joke. I had to
Amanda,
Dude, I
You
give it
don't-
up to you, girl.
Amanda, you don't care at all, huh?
I mean, honestly, would you rather me at the table be like, hey, I gotta go?
No, I
Amanda.
don't think that's what Danny's saying.
No, you could have said, I have to go to the bathroom. To say it that way is if, like, I'm your brother and we're hanging out, you know.
Oh.
Well, I'm just descriptive. I'm a joking kind of person, and I'm descriptive, and so I have fun.
I will say, I wish I had a little bit more Amanda in me, because I haven't even talked about poop with my husband and we've been married.
Everyone, guys, be open-minded. Everybody does it. It's a part of our human biological, systems. Like, we all go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but we stopped talking like that when we turned 14.
Amanda, you're telling me no other guy you've dated before has had a problem with this?
No, my last boyfriend, he used to come out of the bathroom and we'd high-five.
Are you serious?
I bet we're going to get a ton of people on the text board who want to go out with you for this reason alone,
Probably.
Amanda. I mean, you're blunt and you're open.
Yeah, I'm honest, guys.
Yeah, I guess you're honest. I just, it's a first date. I mean, when you go out on a first date, you're supposed to, be a little more careful with what you say.
But shouldn't you know me for me? Why should I be hiding things?
Danny, you were attracted to her at one point. Couldn't you see the humor in it?
I mean, she whispered in my ear, dirt snake.
All right, good point.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, I would love to ask if you'll go on a second date with Amanda. We will pay for it.
I guess I can see where she's coming from, and it's great that she's so comfortable with herself, but I honestly can't stop thinking about dirt snake.
Okay, so, Amanda,
Listen, that's just me being who I am, and if he's not comfortable with it, then we're just not compatible.
Amanda, I really enjoyed meeting you, kind of, and, good luck.
Oh.
all right, no second date, Amanda. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not sorry, guys. That's not.
Yeah.
And you know what? Thank you for letting us all today learn a new phrase in the second date update.
Seriously.
Download a brown load will now be in my vernacular permanently.
Right,
Thank
and
you.
you guys will
signed up to
laugh
serve
about
your
it
country.
later on.
Yes, we will, Amanda.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Nice to
Why
meet
are you guys calling me?
Well, because somebody emailed us about you.
Somebody emailed you about me.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Sherman.
Sherman?
Yep, and you recently went out on a date with him and then
Oh my God.
you ditched him in the middle of your date.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that weirdo.
What?
Wow. Can you just talk to us for a second, please? Because he's wondering why you would ditch him in the middle of the date. He thought it was because he insulted Real Housewives.
What?
Yeah, he said that you guys were talking at the dinner table, and then you made a comment of how you watched that show, and he said that show's garbage, and then it was after that you left. So that's the only thing you could think of.
Oh my God. That's the only thing you could think of. Yeah. Yeah, I left because of a TV show. That is so stupid.
I take it that's not the answer.
See, so now would you like to defend yourself and tell us why you left?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a very good reason.
Okay, what happened?
So we're on the date, whatever. We're talking. It's fine. I'm trying to get over the fact that his name's Sherman. It's fine. Whatever.
I didn't even think about that being a problem.
He gets up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there, and this girl leans over next to us, and she's like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know that guy, and you can't date him. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
What?
she's like, his name's Sherman. My friend dated him a few years ago, and within a couple of weeks, he slept with her mother.
What?
Whoa.
That is a huge accusation that you just got from a stranger.
I know. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? And I was totally grossed out. I wanted to throw up, and I was like, if it was enough for this woman to interrupt our date and, like, pull me aside, then, she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, it kind of fit. Like, when I was looking at this guy, I'm like, yeah, he probably is a mother.
Literally.
Sarah, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, though. Do you think that girl could have been like an ex-girlfriend who's just kind of hating on him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that at first, but it's just her tone and everything. Like, it just, why would she say that? It was all too weird, and I had to just get out of there.
Have you left in the middle of a date before?
No, I've never had this happen to me before.
I mean, it's not like the guy was dangerous or anything. He just has a crazy ex story.
It made me nauseous.
Yeah.
I can't, I just pictured him, like, knocking boots with my mom, and I wanted to bark.
That's what I was going to say. At that point, Sarah, you got to think about your mom. It's not even about you. You got to get out of there. Otherwise,
Even your grandma.
yeah, who knows what this guy's going to be up to.
And he was weird. He was weird when I talked about how I liked Housewives, and now I understand why.
All right. Hey, Sarah,
Oh my God.
Yes.
thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do also have to tell you that Sherman is actually listening on the other line, though.
What the
Yep. Sherm, you there?
It's not as black and white as that, It's not as simple as just, sleeping with somebody and the mom. It's not.
It's not as black and white as that.
Oh, my God. You slept with their mom? Like, that really happened?
There are a lot of things happening, like, that go into this story that make this story complete.
So it's
And,
true.
you only have certain bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so it's true. Can we hear the rest of it then?
No, I mean, that's all one side of the story. It's not as black and white as that. And that's the thing with that. Like, I can't just
so we need to hear that
and be known as just one thing.
Yeah, but we should hear the other side of the story then, don't you think? Don't you want to defend yourself?
I don't think you're going to hear it right now, because I feel like you're just going to turn it against me right now.
No,
You're gonna make fun of me on the radio.
I think what you did is a great
Oh
thing.
my gosh. No, you do not, Sherman. That is so gross.
I don't know what the big deal is. Like, people get into relationships all the time. They get all messy. I've been cheated on before. I'm sure Sarah's been cheated on before. It happens. It's part of life. Everyone just needs to get on with their lives like I'm trying to do.
I've been cheated on before, but nobody had sex with my mom.
Yeah,
It's the difference.
that's the point.
So someone's had sex with your mom.
Well, I know someone has. My dad has. Maybe somebody else. I've never asked her about her history that much, but I'm saying nobody's ever cheated on me with one of my parents. How did it happen, Sherman?
I don't want to talk about this. This is all in the past. Why are we bringing up past bullshit, all right? I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get
I get
on
it.
to a second date with a new relationship with new people.
I get it,
Why do
Sherman.
keep
I get it.
bringing back old stuff all the time.
If you're not going to comment on it, Sherman, then Sarah, would you like to comment? Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a nasty perv, and it all lines up. He was wearing that icky cardigan on our date. And
That's the one thing I know. Dudes that wear cardigans, they always hump moms.
Hey, that is a red flag right there.
yeah, he looks like Mr. Rogers. He's a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. There was no children involved in this.
Except for the daughter of the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, adults. This isn't like children. This isn't like underage people.
Sherman.
Everything was legal. Everything was consensual. Now you're just trying to make me look bad. This is what I said. This isn't what I wanted to be happening right now.
All right, well, let me get this wrapped up for you then, Sherman. Sarah, would you like to go out on a second date with Sherman? We'll pay for it.
Are you kidding me? I'm not sleeping with some dude that slept with his girlfriend's mom.
Sherman, thanks for your time, man. I promise we're not laughing at you. We just want to know how it happened. That's all.
Jubal, ask me again. Your mom.
And if you tell me how you did that girl's mom, I will let you my mom. That's how bad I want to know.
What is wrong with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hey, is this Cece?
Yes.
Hi, Cece. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Nothing, just on my lunch break.
Nice. Are you familiar with our show?
I've heard you a couple times, I guess.
You heard us a couple times, you guess.
Oh,
Perfect.
Sorry, why are you guys calling?
A listener emailed us and wanted us to contact you because you recently went on a date with him. Do you remember going out with Mark?
Oh my god. I'm not interested. Thanks.
That's it?
jeez.
You don't want to maybe talk more about why or anything else? You're just not into the guy?
No, honestly, I really need to go now anyway, so.
Wait. Cece, what did Mark do that was so bad that you can't even talk to us for just a second? Like, I promise, we'll get you off the phone quickly if you have to go somewhere.
I mean, it's just kind of a long story.
Yeah, but it's a long story that everybody wants to hear. Okay, so we talked to Mark a little bit. He told us that you left his place, took a cab home, and he was texting you like, hey, let me know you made it home all right. And he texted you a bunch of times, finally got a response from you the next day that was like, yeah, I made it home. Could sort of tell that you were not exactly pumped about it, and then you won't respond to any of his other messages about going out again.
Yeah.
I mean, you initiated a makeout we even heard about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. She told you that?
I know. We know a lot, Cece. We know a lot.
Oh, my God.
I was really hoping that maybe, you just lost your phone or you fell asleep early.
This is so embarrassing. Something kind of dramatic happened afterwards. It's just, I'm just not going to be able to keep seeing him.
Something dramatic happened afterward? Are you talking about him wondering where you're at and blowing your cell phone up? That's dramatic enough for me that would make me not want to.
I mean, as far as the text messages, that wasn't really his issue. It was more of that I just didn't know how to answer his text messages after the incident.
What?
What do you mean? Like,
He just said that he asked if you made it home okay.
Well, I just didn't know if I could really be in communication with him anymore.
What? Cece, what happened?
Well, so he called me a cab, and when I went down to the cab, I got to the bottom of the stairs of his apartment, and a girl was standing there and told me that she is his girlfriend. I don't know if that's true. If she's just told me she had seen me at the restaurant with him. She knew I'd been in his apartment. To stay away from him. Don't ever talk to him. And was basically holding me up against the wall. I mean, she wasn't actually touching me, but just kept moving me towards the wall. I just thought she was going to beat me at some point.
wow.
And, yeah, it was pretty scary. And she ended it with, she just said, stay away from Mark. And I was terrified. I've never encountered anything like that in my life before. So I literally ran to the cab. And I mean, I don't know who that girl is. What if she is his girlfriend? What? But I mean,
Yeah.
That's psycho.
And no matter what,
That's
even
psycho.
if it isn't his girlfriend, he's got a crazy stalker. You don't really want to be messed around, and like you don't want to be in that situation.
It's worse if it's all in her head.
Wouldn't you be curious, Cece, to know if it is his girlfriend or if he's just like some crazy girl?
I mean, I don't know. If it is his girlfriend, then I don't want to talk to him. And if it isn't, and it's some crazy ex, I mean, I still don't want to talk to him because, I mean, maybe she's tracking his phone calls.
Weird.
Maybe she's tracking, I don't know. Like, how did she even know that we were out to eat? I don't know. I'm scared, and I just would rather
You just told me in either situation you wouldn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm really sorry. I swear I had no idea about anything about this. This is crazy. It actually sounds really awful. I'm so sorry.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend.
So then who's outside of your apartment confronting your dates claiming to be your girlfriend?
I'm sure it's this girl, Kim, that I went on a bunch of dates with and is totally crazy and has kind of cyber stalked me, but I had no idea it was to this extent. I mean, this is honestly, like, this is so crazy. Like, I'm so shocked by this.
I mean, I was the one who was shocked. We had a pretty good night. I walked downstairs, and I'm basically attacked, verbally assaulted by some girl. I mean, I don't understand how you couldn't know. I mean, how did she follow us to see where we went to eat? How did she know?
I swear, I've ended it with her at least 2 or 3 months ago. It was after just a couple of dates, and as I said, she cyber stalks me. I know that. Like, she's left weird messages on my Facebook. I had to block her from that, but I hadn't seen her in months. So how she knows that we were on the date, the fact that she told you she saw us at the restaurant, and then when she waited outside my house, like, I'm so sorry. I have to figure out what to do about this.
Oh, my God, dude.
This is BS. This is such... Cece, do you believe this dude?
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? That's not his girlfriend, and he's not just making an elaborate lie to make up the fact that it really is his girlfriend?
That's true. I mean, if she knows where he lives, knows everything like that, it sounds like he went on a few dates at least with her. So
Yeah, but think about this, though. If Mark's going to go do a second date update on the radio, he probably doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or he's probably just really dumb, Jubal. Which
Mark,
we have had before.
are you the stupidest guy on the planet?
Honestly, I'm not really dumb, and I mean, I'm sitting here just like running through my brain. What if I was Cece? How would I think? And honestly, Cece, I can bring friends. You know, we have a mutual Facebook friend. You know,
Okay.
The fact that I went on like 4 or 5 dates with her, it doesn't mean that she was somebody I dated or that I date like crazy weirdos like
So,
that.
Mark, you can prove that this girl is not your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
CC, what if Mark can prove that this girl is not his girlfriend?
this is just too much. Until I know that she is not your girlfriend and that she's like in jail or under a restraining order, or I mean, it's dramatic, but I was terrified. So no.
CC, if you go out with Mark again, we will pay for it.
There's a positive.
Hey, we'll pay for it. I'll send you
$30
out.
night's not worth me possibly being killed. No.
I've got some big friends. They can go along as bodyguards. Maybe we get a police escort. We got a lot of cops that listen to the show. They'll follow you guys around, make sure nobody messes with you. What do you think?
No way.
Mark can prove it to you.
He can prove that she's an ex, but that doesn't mean he can prove that she won't come and follow me to my house.
No kidding. I'm with you, Stacey. When you see crazy, just go the other way.
I understand what you're saying. I gotta figure this out anyway. Give me a chance to figure this out. I promise you that I will not contact you again unless I can figure out how to prevent this and what the hell's going on. I'm floored right now.
If Mark can get rid of the stalker, then can he have a date with you?
I think it's just time to move on. Thanks, Mark.
Damn it.
But,
Nothing.
Man.
See, that's good.
All right, Mark, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Yeah, I gotta go figure this out. This is awful.
But he does have one woman that wants him.
So I was going to say, yeah. Don't worry about it, though. Apparently, you have a girlfriend and a whole life ahead of you to enjoy with her. So have fun with that, man.
Yeah, no, not at all. Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Andrew.
Yeah, this is he.
Andrew, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
I didn't submit for any contests or anything, guys.
Yeah, no, I know. This is not about a contest, actually. I just need a few minutes of your time.
In regards to...
In regards to a date that you went on. Actually, a few dates that you went on.
What?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. You recently took a girl named Kate out. She told us a little bit about your dates. They were all very elaborate and very romantic, but now you're not calling her back and she's very confused.
I'm not sure what to say.
Well, you could start by telling us why you would blow her off after 3 dates.
It's not as simple as that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to sound confrontational with you. I just want to know what happened, and more than anything, she wants to know what happened because you guys went out on so many dates, and she said that they were all pretty romantic, and you seemed like you guys really liked each other.
Yeah.
Just a weird situation. It's been in my head, and I'm just trying to figure this stuff out.
Does that mean that you are actually maybe in a relationship with somebody else?
No, certainly not. No.
Okay.
Good.
I wish it was that simple. It's more complicated than that.
Let me ask you a question, just an easy question to answer. Did you like Kate?
Yes, very much. Very
Okay,
much.
so you did.
I did and still do.
Okay, so you still do.
What is
Well, then why not offer her the respect of letting her know why you're not calling her back?
Well, I accepted a job offer in Germany that I couldn't turn it down.
what?
You what?
I leave in a couple of weeks, actually, for Germany.
Whoa.
And that's why you're not calling her back?
Well, I feel strongly for her. I still know how to tell her, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to her. I just figured the easiest thing would be just to, disappear, fade away.
What are you talking about? Disappear. That's like the coward way out. You owe it to her to talk to her about what's going on.
Like I said, this is not an easy situation. I'm struggling as far as how to deal with this and what to do.
Why are you struggling so much with? I mean, you guys have been out on 3 dates. It's not like you've been dating for months and months and months and you're leaving.
Yeah.
Why not just call her and say, "Hey, I'm moving. Sorry, we can't see each other anymore."
I really like her a lot, but
Okay.
So you see a future with her. If you were going to stay here and Germany wasn't in the picture, there's no question in your mind that you guys would continue this?
If I was going to stay here, definitely. No question in my mind.
Wow.
But now that the reality is Germany, there's just no chance of that because, I'm moving.
You guys could maybe try a long distance thing.
That's not fair of me to ask her to do something like that. She's super sweet. She's gorgeous. That's not
Yeah,
fair.
but how do you know? You don't know. I mean, you're putting your feelings on her. Like, you don't know how she would react to that.
Actually, I am putting her needs first. She doesn't deserve to be in a long-distance relationship like that with someone. She deserves someone who's going to be there with her, contributing to her life. I'm putting her needs way above mine.
Man.
I just don't know what to say.
It sounds like you really like her a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Man, that sucks. Like, honestly, if I were in your position, that would be hard.
Yeah.
To meet somebody that I guess it sounds like you're falling for, and then you're like, man, now I gotta move.
Jeez.
Yeah, it sucks.
But some consolation, German chicks can be kind of hot.
Okay, Jubal, that's not where we're going with
Annie's gonna be
this.
making more money, obviously.
Can I ask one question, though? Did you know that you were going to Germany before that last couples massage slept together night?
No. In fact, this is from a previous situation I had that developed over the course of 3 or 4 months. So I thought that the opportunity had kind of fizzled out, but it turns out it was just taking a little bit more time, and then they made me an offer. I had to jump on this.
Wow.
Okay,
I'm just really excited about this Germany thing. It's the dream job I've always wanted, but at that same time, I feel like I could be missing out and not being able to share something like that with someone like her.
Well, then why not just talk to her about it?
I agree.
I know it's early on in your relationship, but why not just talk to her?
Man, easier said than done, guys.
Not really, because she's actually on the line listening.
Excuse me?
I said she's on the other line and listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
So there's that.
Kate's on the phone.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Hi. I don't really know what to say. This is a lot.
You've been on the phone the whole time?
The whole time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I stopped calling you. It was the only way that I saw to handle this.
It's okay. I don't really know what I would have done in this situation either. I wish you would have told me.
But what
you didn't even
should I have said?
mention
That's
that you
the thing.
applied. I know. I didn't even know that you even applied. You didn't even, that wasn't mentioned. Just in regular conversation. You know what I mean? It's really out of left field.
Well, I honestly thought that prospect had kind of just fizzled out long before I even met you. So it just kind of popped out of nowhere again.
It just really sucks because I have strong feelings for you.
I have strong feelings for you too. It's just not fair for you. It's not fair for us. Life is just not on our side, it seems.
Well, Andrew, maybe life is on your side, and that's why you guys are being connected in a second date update to talk about it.
I guess. I think about you every day, and I want, the long-distance relationship is really, really hard, and it's not fair of me to even imply something like that, or even ask that. It's only been 3 dates, but, I can't stop thinking about you, so my heart says something, and my mind says something different,
Kate, I'm just going to ask for you. Would you do a long-distance relationship? I don't know. Somebody's got to step in and ask her what her opinion is on that whole matter.
I don't know. I don't know because it's not really being put on the table. It's not a real question. So I don't know. It's so soon and it's so new. And in general, would I do a long distance relationship? In general in life, would I consider it? Well, yeah, I would, but it's not really what's being asked right now.
Well, the simple fact of the matter is, long distance relationships suck. This is really hard. My heart says something and my mind says something different. I'm thinking that I just need to sever this, cut this off, but I can't stop thinking about you. So I'm feeling like I need to ask you to go with me, I know that's crazy. I shouldn't have even said that. I'm sorry. I should not have even gone that. I feel like I'm falling for you,
You don't want me to go with? We've been on 3 dates. We can't. That's not a real. It's not a real question.
Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, Andrew, but I don't think you were actually asking her to go with you. I think you were saying that's the way you feel.
I'm just not sure at this point. This phone call is really, it's even more confusing now, it seems like, but.
Dude, it sounds like to me that if she would say yes, that is exactly what you're asking.
I wouldn't want to ask her that. You know, that's just a huge bombshell to drop on somebody. You know, it's a lot of pressure to put on her.
Let's play a game, Andrew. Let's put this relationship 7 months down the road. If you guys have been dating for 7 months, would you ask her to go with you to Germany?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, I just got
Kate, what do you think about that?
If you were dating 7 months, would you go?
This is like all like a hypothetical situation. I mean, if we had been dating in the same way that it's been, if we just continued down the same path that we started, I don't see why I wouldn't consider it.
But you guys have a couple weeks or whatever till you leave. I mean, you could bond. You could spend every day together. You could see how it goes up until then. And then maybe in 6 months, she could come join you.
You got it all figured out, Brooke.
Yeah, she does. I'm so excited.
You know, this whole thing is just crazy, you know? So let's just step back and let Kate process this.
Well, how about you guys process together? Would you like to go out on a second, fourth date with Kate? We will pay for you guys to go out again at least before you leave.
Yeah, talk about it.
Kate, you want to go?
I mean, yes, of course I do.
Yes.
All right. Well, keep us
So cute.
keep us updated on what happens.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll try.
All right. And until you leave, Andrew, I want you guys to process as much as possible.
Okay.
Just keep processing
Every night.
every night until you leave. Okay.
Hello?
Hi. Can I speak to Christina, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Christina, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Why are you calling me? What is this?
I'm calling you because one of our listeners asked if I could get you on the phone to ask you a few questions.
Okay, that's really weird.
It's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update. So you recently went out on a date with a dude named Julian.
Okay.
And Julian emailed us and said that you haven't been responding to any of his text messages or phone calls. So he thought maybe we could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling Julian back.
All right.
He told us how you met. You know, you're like a client where he works, and he asked you out, and he said you guys went out to dinner and had a pretty fun time.
That's what he told you.
Yes.
Good time?
So you didn't have a good time.
I wouldn't call it that, no.
Okay, what was wrong with it then? Because according to him, everything was great. He thought maybe he seemed like a food snob to you because he disagreed with you on the veal that you guys ordered.
Yeah, he definitely has a very refined palate. That's one way to put it.
Okay.
He
also said that he took a phone call in the middle of the date.
Yeah, he did. It was a little rude.
Okay. Yeah, I could see how that would upset you.
I mean, that wasn't even the worst part of the date.
What was the worst part then?
I mean, he's a very smooth sales guy, but he's kind of got this seething anger underneath all of it.
Did you say seething? He was seething anger underneath his charismatic salesman personality?
I mean, yeah, that's literally the best adjective I can pick to describe it, seething anger.
What happened? Because when he described the date to us, he didn't say anything about anger or being pissed off or anything.
He's a very, very picky person and a very shallow person and quite rude, actually.
What did he do?
I mean, for example, he was super picky about the wine. I ordered red wine, and it was brought to me, I guess, in a white wine glass, and he got extremely upset, and he turned it away and made them bring it back.
Is he one of those a-holes at the restaurant that, like, acts like he owns the place when he's somewhere and that nothing's good enough for him?
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly. Like, he went to the bathroom, and when he came back, he was in this huge huff, and he said, you know, there's no more f***ing paper towels in the bathroom. You know, this is a fancy restaurant and an establishment, and people should be refilling these paper towels. And he was going on and on about this tiny insignificant thing that...
How dare they?
Oh my gosh.
It is
I
annoying
know.
when they don't have paper towels. I will say that. But I don't know if I'd ever get that pissed off about it.
It's not angry. It's annoying.
It happens.
Yeah.
The absolute worst part of the entire night, that paper towel thing wasn't even it. I mean, he completely dressed down the waiter and just disrespected him when we were leaving. And as he's leaving, he says, I paid $40 for a piece of veal I wouldn't feed to my dead grandmother. He goes on and he says, oh, you're lucky I don't come back and burn this place down to the ground. And I was like...
Did I hear you correctly? He threatened to burn the place down?
He did. He threatened to burn it to the ground.
He said that to the waiter?
I'm 100% serious. That was the comment of the night.
I've complained to restaurants before, but I've never threatened to burn them down.
Kill everyone here.
I will destroy this place.
Did he realize what he was saying, or did he act like this is just normal banter at a restaurant?
No, he knew exactly what he was saying. When we were leaving the restaurant, he turned to me, and then his attitude completely changed, and he made it sound like I had been suffering, and I was the victim, and that everything was absolutely horrible, and, you know, it was things I didn't really care. It was so insignificant.
In his mind, he must have been standing up for you.
Yeah, I really want him to stand up for me and burn down the restaurant we were eating at.
You know, some girls would be thankful for that. Some girls would be like, what a man.
Chivalry is
Yes, he's a true gentleman. He threatened to burn down a restaurant in my honor.
I know, it was really ridiculous. So, I mean, I said goodnight, and I'm going to leave it at that.
That's understandable,
Yeah,
I guess.
I'd want to get out of there as soon as possible.
Threats of arson on a first date usually aren't a good thing.
I don't want to talk to that ass ever again.
Well, that's a shame because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Christina, I wasn't angry. I was standing up for you. I was standing up for having good service at a restaurant. I mean, I work hard for my money. And you know what? The service sucked and the food sucked and there was no paper towels. What kind of place doesn't have paper towels? You have to wash your hands to go eat and they don't want you to dry your hands. I mean, right? I'm not going to not wash my hands. I looked, I saw there was no paper towels, and now I'm like, I'm going to wipe it on my pants, and I'm going to walk out, and it's going to look like my pants are wet. So I couldn't even impress you with that. I was like, I wasn't angry. I was being chivalry. I mean, I was defending you.
You threatened to burn the place down. I mean, how is that chivalrous? That's just threatening.
Okay. I think I shouldn't have said that. That was me getting frustrated because I was like, okay, the paper towels is one thing. The wine was another thing. The appetizer is another thing. The veal was another thing. I got so frustrated.
You gotta stop talking. I've heard this already. I heard it at the restaurant. I'm hearing it again. You're just repeating yourself. You know, if you keep focusing on little insignificant things and being a rude ass to everybody, like, I don't know how women can stand to go on a date with you. It's no wonder you've been divorced twice.
Ooh. What?
Whoa, wait. You just brought up my two divorces, my ex-wives. I shared that with you? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's rude. That's mean.
But that's an example. It's 2 strikes, and so this woman clearly couldn't deal with all of your crap, and neither can I.
My crap, because I want good customer service, because I'm at a restaurant and I want good customer service.
You can be a decent human being and be respectful about it.
You weren't respectful. You just brought up my ex-wife.
This isn't about you. This is about people in the service industry. You don't have to threaten people.
You know what? I'm in the sales industry. You know what? I take care of customers. They need to take care of customers. You should know this. I mean, we're in this industry.
Look, I don't even know what to say. I've stated my case. I don't know.
In the service industry, sometimes you have to put your foot down to get some respect. So I was doing that with the waiter and the restaurant. And you know what? I think you need to show me a little respect because you know what? I was defending you.
I think so, too. That's why I'd like to ask Christina, would you like to go on a second date with Julian?
Holy crap.
We will pay for it.
Hell no. No, I don't.
You answered so quickly there.
Yeah,
Not if he's going to talk to me like that. No way.
Julian,
Are you sure? I mean, I could find you guys a great restaurant that Julian could burn down.
I'm going to pass on that.
You know what? If you want to settle for mediocre service, then you know what? Go date some schlep who will take you to the drive-thru. I want to go to a 4-star restaurant where they treat you like a customer. We're right. We are supposed to get this stuff. Come on. I mean, really. Think
You know what? You've pushed the envelope so far. I was fine just not going another date with you, but you know what? I really don't want to do business with someone who has ethics like you.
Oh, now you're taking personal and you're putting it in business, really?
I'm going to tell the people I work with, my company will not be doing business with your company anymore.
Are you kidding me? Based on a date?
You know, it wasn't a date. It was your f***ing attitude that did it. I'm done with this conversation. Goodbye.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Julian,
Whoa, what just happened?
you didn't get a second date, and I think you might be losing your job soon, too, over this.
Because I want customer service?
Well, I think it's because you threatened to burn the place
people.
down.
Yeah, you're a total douchebag about it.
I apologize for the burning the place down. I mean, that was, it was one bad thing after another, and it pushed me beyond. But I mean, the rest of the stuff was all customer service. No paper towels, slow service, bad food, wrong glasses.
We know the list, man.
Hello?
Hey, I was looking for Ray.
Yeah, this is him. Who is this?
Hey, Ray, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what is this in regard to?
It's in regards to a date that you recently went on.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for any date or anything like that.
I know you didn't, Ray. I host a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they asked us to call you.
Okay, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific because I go out with a lot of women.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Her name is Mary, and you met her at the gym.
Oh, okay. I remember Mary.
She says that she's tried to reach out to you since your date, but you haven't responded, so she's wondering if she did something wrong. I know it's a weird phone call. It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If you don't call somebody back after a date and they have a question as to why, they'll email us so we can get you on the phone and ask. So we're asking on Mary's behalf if she did something wrong on your date.
I mean, Mary's a nice girl and everything. I just, when you like meet somebody and you just feel like you're out of their league a little bit.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Ray. It happens to me all the time.
Ouch.
So, are you saying you don't feel like Mary's in your league or playing on your level?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it was the way, she was looking at me and the way she was talking to me. I felt like I was doing her a favor by going out with her.
Whoa, dude.
Did you feel
that's
this
a lot
way?
to say.
Did you feel this way before you went out with her, or this happened like you realized that while you were out with her?
We were at the gym. I got like this kind of desperate feel, and I was like, she's one of those girls I know I can sleep with if we went out again.
Yep.
So it's like,
Why do you think that you can sleep with her? Because she was excited to go out with you?
well, I mean, I don't really have a hard time finding women. Usually they just kind of come to me, and if the schedule permits, then
Okay.
hang out.
So would you qualify your date with Mary as a pity date?
Yeah, I feel like that's a little harsh. I mean, sometimes you just gotta slum it. You know what I mean?
You gotta slum
You
it.
just said that?
Isn't that worse than
Every
me?
once in a while, you got to give back to charity.
Dude, come
Wow.
on. Why would you even go out with her to begin with? I mean, I don't think you're doing someone a favor by considering them less than you.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to be mean. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that I'm being honest. I feel like kind of doing her a favor, and I thought, why not? I got nothing else to do. I might as well. And,
Okay.
Oh,
All right. I appreciate your honesty a lot, Ray.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find people that'll just be blunt about that kind of stuff. Normally, people always are like, well, I don't know. We just didn't have good chemistry.
I think you're an egomaniac who's
No.
completely rude.
I mean, if you're Jennifer Lawrence, you're not going to go out with some guy that manages a subway. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, you're going to find someone that's on equal footing with you. And I felt like she's a few steps below me.
Okay. Like I said, thanks for your honesty, man. I also have to be honest with you now and let you know that Mary is actually on the phone listening to this.
She is?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Listen, Mary, I'm not trying to be mean to you or anything.
I know. I understand completely. You know what? I mean, I get it.
Mary,
Mary.
Mary.
As smart as you, and you are a rare catch. and you just know it.
Mary, did you hear what he was just saying about you? Did you hear what he was just saying about you?
But I don't mind because I can try to be better. I'd rather know, and then I have a goal.
Oh my God.
I'd rather know that, and then I could try to be better.
No, Mary, you love yourself for who you are, and you have some self-confidence and some self-worth.
No, I know about loving myself for who I am right now, but we can still always want to improve and hope to improve. And otherwise, what's the point? You know, we're not going to try to get better.
But what did he
I
say
worked
that was
out.
constructive? He just slammed you.
I didn't take it that way. I mean, he's kind of right. He has high standards, and like I said, I told you guys, he's an amazing guy. He's rare, and you know, Ray, it was an honor just to have dinner with you. If you guys talk to him more, you'll figure it out, like I did.
Mary, I appreciate that you want to be able to work up to eventually being in my league. And to be fair, I feel like with a little bit of work, I think that, you know, you could be there. There's a few things I definitely noticed on our date that, you know, you could improve on. Like, you know, I noticed that you were kind of going for some more fatty, calorically dense food when we were out on a date. And I feel like, you know, if we get away from that kind of stuff, it can really help you.
Oh, you narcissistic.
You mean, okay. I can work on that because to put me in the level you're in, then it would be my honor to try to do that.
No,
Mary, are you serious?
No, don't do what?
But he's right. I don't mind. It's like a parent that loves you and wants you to be your best. They acknowledge the good things you have.
No.
I do want to be better. I've always wanted to be better. And if this is the way I get, you know, to understand how to be better, then it's a blessing.
Mary, you're walking into like a controlling, narcissistic, egomaniac.
I have to say something. You guys have been nice to me, but enough's enough. You shouldn't talk about him this way. I know who he is. I met him. You're maybe just jealous. Please stop being so rude to him, or I'm going to have to get off the phone.
Mary, I'm sorry we're being rude to Ray. Ray, do you feel like we're being rude to you?
You're being very rude
To
to
be
him.
fair, yeah, I feel like there's some unfair, you know, jabs being made at me because all I'm trying to do is just make Mary become the really pretty person I know that she
Oh
can
my
become.
God. Mary, I want to shake you. What are you doing?
Well, in that
I know
case,
what I'm doing. I'm an adult, and I don't think it's very respectful what you guys are doing.
hey, Mary, it's true. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions. And if you feel like Ray is right and you were out of his league and apparently you want to work on getting into his league, I'll ask the question. Would you guys like to go on a second date? Ray, we will pay for you to go on a second date with Mary if you will accept.
I mean, yeah, but I can't promise there'll be another date.
After that, okay. Mary, are you willing to give it another try?
I mean, I hope we have another date, but I think it's just great to have an opportunity to try again. So, yeah.
All right.
Audition.
Well, congratulations, you guys.
So sick.
We're sending you out on a second date.
Ray, I have to tell you, thank you for giving me another chance. I will not let you down. I promise you. I promise I will not let you down.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Think about
thank you.
how every butterfly starts out in a caterpillar.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Aaron, please?
this is Aaron.
Aaron, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Is this like a restaurant?
What?
A restaurant?
Sorry, who is this again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. We're definitely not a restaurant.
I wish we were, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm hungry.
We'd have terrible health ratings.
What's going on? I'm confused.
I'll explain. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. Have you ever listened to it?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what this is. And we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, they can email us to get you on the phone to try to find out what happened. Okay?
Okay.
Basically, you went out on a date with somebody recently and you're blowing them off and they're wondering why.
Okay.
Is it making a little sense?
So you guys basically help weirdos get second dates after being rejected?
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
That's a
Yep.
way better recap than what I said.
Seriously?
And I've been doing this for a long time. You want a job? Can you think of who might want to call you?
Well, I'm kind of avoiding a guy I went on a date with. I'm hoping it's not him.
I think we have bad news for you.
It depends if his name is Lawrence or not.
Oh my God.
It is.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, Lawrence told us about your date. He told us how he met you and everything else. And
Oh my God.
So I'm actually shocked by your response because he sounded really normal and he's clueless. He has no idea why you're not calling him back.
he also says that you've had your blinds down.
Oh, wow.
Let me clarify, though, real quick. Not like he's been trying to look through them like crazy.
Thank you.
He just pointed out to us that it seems like you really don't want to see him.
So what do you need from me?
Just to let us know what the reason is and why you don't want to go out with him.
We just need you to help educate Lawrence why
Yeah.
he sucks.
Pretty much.
I mean, I guess there's no harm in that.
Did you have a good date with him?
I went out originally because I thought it would be a cute dating story. I don't know how much he's told you, but we have like our main living room windows see into each other's apartments, basically.
Yeah, he told us that.
So I thought it would be a cute idea to date the guy next door.
And it was so cute how he asked you out. Like, that was pretty romantic.
I really liked it too. I know. And then I went, and it was not what I was hoping for.
So you had high expectations that weren't met.
I mean, even if I had low expectations, it went bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Ouch.
So what was so bad about it? Because according to him, he thought it went pretty well.
Oh, God. Okay, well, first off, he made this one comment about my nose and that he wanted to have it. And I was like, you want to have my nose?
Yeah.
And I was like, you want to have my nose? I don't understand. He's like, no. And then he like tried to backpedal, but it came off super creepy, like he just wanted to cut my nose off and can it. Like, that was so weird.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to understand, he was nervous.
Yeah.
He thinks that you're gorgeous. And he was trying to deliver a compliment, and it just was awkward. I mean, he owns up to that.
Yeah, he also told us about that and says that he realizes that sounded weird.
Yeah, she kept on complimenting me and complimenting me.
Oh, man, pretty girls have so many problems. I understand. That's the worst.
No, but it's like, you don't need to just compliment my physical looks. Like, get to know me. Don't just look at me.
Okay. So
Okay, I
it
can-
was
I
like
can
I could see
understand
how a
that.
barrage of just "you're pretty" nonstop could be like, okay, can we actually talk about something else?
Yeah, there was this one compliment that just really creeped me out.
What?
More than the nose thing.
Much more than the nose thing.
Oh, no.
So he said to me, I like the way you dance when you vacuum your apartment.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, he said he didn't have binoculars. He
And
said
I
he
was
wasn't...
like, but if you know that I dance, that means you watched me vacuum my whole apartment. Oh, God, it really creeped me out.
Is there any
Yeah.
way you can look from the other side? Like, have you caught him doing anything?
I don't look.
Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah,
it's
so-
not a natural thing to...
Yeah,
Okay.
I just don't look. I mean, I especially don't look now.
Right. Well, your blinds are down now, so you can't see out anyway.
As of course he noticed, and of course he told you, yes, they
Yeah.
are down, and I just don't want to engage with him anymore.
Right.
And there is another thing that just really tipped the scales.
What?
Worse than that?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Whoa.
So at the end of our date, he like got really close and cozy next to me, and I was like, okay. And then he started whispering, and he was like, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then he got so close to my face, he was about to kiss me, and he's like, 1. And it was just like, what are
So-
you doing?
So he counted down to kissing you?
Was it
Like
blast
it was JPL or NASA taking off.
That is so weird, man.
Did he say lift off before?
We have a go.
God, it was the weirdest thing.
No wonder
Yeah.
you said, what are you doing? Because
Yeah.
that's what he said you said, and that makes sense now.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not
Okay.
cute.
Yeah, that's an awkward way to try to get a kiss.
Hey, I just wanted you to be ready for the kiss, okay? I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh
that's
my
all.
God! Wait, you guys have Lawrence on the phone?
Yeah,
Why did you not tell me?
I didn't get a chance to count you down. I thought that's how you do it.
God.
Lauren is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, Aaron.
Oh my God!
And I mean, the whole like dancing with the vacuum, like I caught a moment. I'm not sitting there staring. I walked by and looked over.
But it sounds like you are.
It does sound like it when she talked like that. Yes.
I'm really
Clears up
creeped out
a
right
ton
now.
for me, but I feel like I'm getting painted as this like total creepy stalker perv guy who.
Well, I will say I don't think having us help you is making your case
Yeah.
better. Am I right, Aaron?
Pretty positive there.
Aaron, you've never looked over my apartment and seen anything weird. You've never seen me eating Hot Pockets in my boxers or anything like that. Nothing.
No, Lawrence, I've literally never seen that, and I don't want to see that.
Are you tempting her? Like, check it out. Once in a while, I eat Hot Pockets in my boxers. You gotta see this.
Oh my God!
Here's the thing. He did do a lot of creepy things, but I don't think he's overall a creepy
Like,
dude.
intentionally creepy.
Stop saying creepy, Brooke. It's not helping me at all.
I'm actually trying to to help you. I'm just saying you're awkward, not creepy.
Well, that's not good either.
Aaron, I was just nervous, and I had a few drinks. You can't blame a guy for being nervous, especially around somebody that looks like yourself. It's insane.
Yeah, with that nose.
Look, I get that you were nervous. I was nervous too, but I didn't go saying a bunch of weird stuff. So that was just too much. Too much weird, too much creepy for me.
Oh, please. This is meant to be. You're like the girl next door. This is a great story. We have to see this out. You don't agree with me?
No, Lauren, just because we live like close to each other doesn't mean that it's destiny. It's just coincidence.
Oh, come on. You're going to let this get in the way of something that could be fun.
You seem like a nice person. I get it, Lawrence, but can I just give you a hot tip? Don't tell girls that you watch them do chores through their windows.
Okay, I didn't say I was watching you like for a duration of time. I just saw you in that moment. So I'm not like, God, I feel like I'm digging myself.
Yeah, I know, it does sound like that. Well, I'll just wrap it up for you there, Lawrence. I think I know where this is going. But Aaron, would you like to go on a second date with Lawrence? We'll pay for it. Give him one more shot.
You guys are funny. No, thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to
how
joke.
How about if you went on the second date, but I didn't go?
What?
What
does that even mean, Lawrence?
I want you to pay for a date for her to go out with someone else.
Okay, now I am wondering about you liking to watch through the windows. Like, that's creepy.
How is that creepy? I'm trying to do something nice.
It came off bad, just like everything else. So you're positive, Aaron. You don't want to go out with him again?
Guys, I'm so positive.
Are you going to be able to lift your blinds after this?
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to move after this conversation.
No, please, I get it. You don't have to go out with me. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. You can leave your blinds up. I'll put mine down so it's not weird. I'm sorry.
Somebody's living with the blinds down. That's all I know. All right. Sorry, Lawrence. It didn't work out for you.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah, can I go now, guys?
Not just yet. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now you can go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Isabella, please?
Yes, speaking.
How are you?
I'm good. Who is this?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
I'm sorry?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on the radio station moving 92.5. Have you heard of us by any chance?
Yeah, I have. What is this about?
This is about the fact that you recently went on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Ethan. You met him at an art gallery and spent the whole day with him. I take it from that little giggle you remember Ethan.
Yeah, of course, Ethan.
He emailed us because apparently he's been trying to call you to get a second date, but you won't respond to him. Did you not like him? Were you just busy?
No. Ethan, he's a really, really special guy. That was a great, I don't know if you want to call it a date, but it was a great experience that I had with him.
Did you not want to see him again? Is there a reason that you're not calling him back? Because it sounds to me like you had a decent time.
We had a great time. It's not that though. It's just I think he's a little naive for me.
Naive?
What?
A little too naive. Yes.
Is it because he's a nice dude?
No. I do appreciate nice guys. It wasn't because he was nice. It was just we were talking for a little bit and then we went for a walk. I felt like he was so in awe of the whole thing that he believes more in in love at first sight and heated passion and
did you feel like you were out with some kid who has a vision of love and
sort of
magic? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it was genuine, but that love at first sight gimmick is exactly what it is, a gimmick. It's not real. It's not realistic. I've never seen any long-lasting relationships start with, I met this person and it was love at first sight. I've
met people like that, and I've been on dates with people who are like that, and the whole time you're thinking, is this even really you, or are you faking it right now?
I felt like we were kind of reliving some sort of fairy tale. I know it sounds so cheesy, but I just think he has this view of how it should be, and I don't agree with it. I hope he can make it into a reality. I hope there is a girl out there for him that can deliver that for him. I just know I'm not that girl.
Let me ask you, if you could tell anything to Ethan, if you could give him any advice on how to date, what would you say to him?
I would just say just maybe just take it down a notch and just show your real self.
Interesting. Now, I want you to actually say that to Ethan, because Ethan's on the other line with us and has been listening to what you just said.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hi, Isabella. How are you? Good to hear from you.
Oh, hi, Ethan. How are you?
I do believe in romance and fairy tales, but I'm not the guy that thinks it happens with everyone. And it's never happened with me like it happened with you. I mean, just listen to you talk. There's a reason why those stories and movies exist. And out of all the people I could have met that day, I met you, and we had an unbelievable connection.
All right, Isabella, I'm kind of getting what you're talking about now. Ethan, it sounds like you're reading a script from a movie.
It's genuine. I can't help. I'm smiling here, even though I heard that, it didn't go the way she wanted to. I guess I could be more jaded and cynical, but
No.
worst case scenario is about, maybe I'm wrong. But at the very least, we owe it to ourselves to see where this goes.
I'm not trying to be cynical. I just feel like we can never live up to that first date. And I feel like I feel like I'm just going to ruin any expectations you had.
Don't worry about
You know what
me.
I mean?
I would rather make an effort of it than wonder what could have been. I don't want to be 20 years from now. I'm still wondering about Isabella, who I had a magical day with. And what could have been
Is
if
that what
she
you're looking
didn't
for?
think this
A
was too
magical,
perfect?
relationship? Is that what you want? Because if that's what you want, it's not realistic, and I can't give that to you.
No, I'm not. I don't think we're going to get married in Vegas in a week from now. I just think when you have a connection with somebody that you want to explore it. I'm not looking for a perfect life with no fights or anything like that. But I will tell you, we seem to be real similar people and just had a connection that I don't know that I've felt very often in my life.
Are you
well. It was very special, but
Isabella, a lot of relationships, I don't know how many you've been in, but they start off wonderful like that, and then they get to normal and everyday mundane stuff. So don't worry. If you go out with them a few more times, you'll probably get there. You'll get to the, romance is dead, it's kind of boring, you're going to get to that point eventually.
But I don't want to ruin it for him. I think that's what he wants.
Don't worry about me. Listen to him. Jubal makes sense. Don't worry about it ruining me for anything. It's just, let's go out and have some fun.
Yeah, you guys can.
We'll get boring shortly.
It could be the best of both worlds. He can have his romance. You can have your hatred toward the whole thing. And you both can get along. Just give it one more shot. That's all Ethan wants. I will pay for a second date, Isabella, if you'll go out with Ethan one more time.
There it is.
All right, fine.
You'll
I'll
do
give
it?
One more try. I'll do it.
A successful second date.
Yes!
But I promise I'll make it as normal and as boring as I possibly can. Thank you, guys.
Isabella, I just want to challenge you when you go on your second date. Just give love a little bit of a chance. You'll see that you and Ethan can go out for dinner
This is so ridiculous.
and bite into a lifetime of wonderful memories. It's not is that doing anything for you, Isabella?
No. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mackenzie?
This is she.
Hey, Mackenzie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Okay. I'm sorry. What's going on?
The reason I'm calling you is because you recently went out on a date with a friend of the show. His name is Cam.
Okay.
And Cam emailed us because he'd like to see you again, but he's wondering why you're not answering the phone or responding to any of his text messages.
Okay.
So we figured, why not call her and see if she'll tell us if Cam did something wrong on your date.
I don't really want to see him again.
Was it because he wouldn't let you have some of his food? He told us about how you wanted to share like a bite of his food that he got, and he said no, and that's where he felt like the date went wrong.
That was really weird. Like, I've never had anyone deny someone a bite of their food before, but it wasn't.
Did you just not like him?
He's just not like a guy I would want to see again.
Did you feel that way from the very beginning of the date, or did something happen throughout it to change your mind?
He was nice enough for most of it. Yeah.
It's okay, Mackenzie. This is a safe place. You can tell us what happened.
This is so weird. He got a text in the middle of dinner that kind of ended it.
He got a text in the middle of dinner?
Yeah.
Are you saying like he checked his... I mean, that's rude, especially if you're on a first date to check your phone.
No, I mean, I check my phone on dates. It was just, he'd got a text and he started laughing really hard. And then I asked what he was laughing about. And he showed me his phone, and it was just like a picture of a car with the windshield had, I guess, like Hershey syrup, it looked like, all over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like someone had like written on it like stupid.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
And I was like, why is that funny? And he said that it was his ex-girlfriend's car.
Oh, psycho.
And then he said that his buddy had gone to the supermarket, saw her car in the parking lot, and then like thought it would be funny, so he like went in and bought stuff and vandalized her car.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, that's
And he showed you that and he was laughing about it?
Yeah, he thought it was like insanely funny.
That is really bad on a couple levels. One, you don't want to talk about your ex on a first date.
gosh.
Secondly, you don't want to be laughing about the fact that one of your buddies just vandalized her car.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to be cool. I thought I was nice and left the date in a good way. I just don't want to see, he's not the type of guy.
Yeah,
for me.
Hey, Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Real quick, before I let you go, I do want to tell you one thing. Cam is actually on the phone and heard what you just said.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Hey, Mackenzie.
Hey, Cam.
Look, that was my friend Mike. He did it. It wasn't even me.
Yeah, but Cam, it's not so much who did it, it's the fact that you showed it to her and were laughing about it. You can see why she'd be upset about that, right?
It was just like so uncomfortable. Like it made me feel so grossed out. Weird.
Mackenzie, you don't understand how horrible of a person she was. It's taken me months to get over like the things she's done to me. She was just psychologically an assassin.
See?
An assassin!
You hear that, Mackenzie?
Psychological assassin.
She deserved what she got. Does that make it better?
Oh, no.
Who cares if your ex is like a or like what she did to you? Like, you still showed me a picture of her car like vandalized and like laughed at it. I mean, we went on one date. We shouldn't be talking about our exes at all at this point. Let alone you telling me how much she screwed you up. That's not a good way to start.
I understand that. It just caught me off guard, and I was really surprised, and I really reacted to it. And I didn't want to be rude and not tell you what I was laughing about, but I could see it was a mistake. I made a mistake.
Did you call her afterwards? Did you talk to her? Did you tell her, sorry, my friend's an a-hole?
No, because she
Okay,
she doesn't pick up the phone I call.
That's not an excuse. Your friend's an a-hole, and it sounds like you're an a-hole.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're still hung up on your ex.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're blaming everything in your life on this woman.
Yeah, it's so much so that even your buddies are going out of their way to vandalize her property.
If you dated her, people that date crazy people should take a look in the mirror. There's a reason why you stuck around with a crazy person.
Amen, sister.
Mackenzie, you need to relax, okay? It's not that big of a deal. It's just chocolate sauce on her windshield. You can get that off at a car wash. I mean, come on. It's not like he slashed her tires or did anything that remotely truly damaged the car.
Okay, so it's awesome your friend isn't a total criminal. He still sucks. And the fact that you are supporting him is, like, really gross and weird. I have decent relationships with my exes. We can say hi to each other like normal people because we're grown-ups. We go on dates and it didn't work out.
Right.
You sound like you've got major issues.
So I'm assuming, Mackenzie, you think if you go out with Cam again and then stop dating him one day, your car will end up ruined.
We'll be chocolated.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. My friend defended me. He felt like I still had some issues. Obviously, I'm working through it, but I'm working through it by finding someone who's good and decent and not crazy. And that's what I found in you. So if you give me a chance, I can. That will never happen to your car.
We've heard a lot of romantic things in the second date update before, but I've never heard something so romantic as, I promise if you go out with me again, I will not vandalize your car. That was the sweetest thing I've ever heard, Cam.
There's a tear in my eye.
Yeah. Mackenzie, I would like to ask you if you'll go on a second date with Cam. We will pay for the date.
No, I think I'm all set. Thank you.
You sure?
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mackenzie, please, if I could just have one more chance.
Sorry, dude. I mean, you seem not totally psychotic, but I don't, take some time and get over her and then try a different girl.
Don't even call me. Wow. All right, Mackenzie. Well, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Cam,
Yeah.
you really still don't see what you did as wrong.
The only thing I think I did wrong there was I shouldn't have shown her the picture. I should have just laughed or kept it myself. Or you know what? Just kept my phone in my pocket.
Yep, you're right. I don't necessarily have a problem with what you did. It's the fact that you showed it to her.
Yeah, hide your douchebag there.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Cammy, please?
this is Cammy.
Hey, Cammy, how are you?
Fine, how are you? Who is this?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a morning radio show.
Okay.
We broadcast out of Seattle.
Okay.
We're calling you because you recently met one of our listeners when you were in town at your friend's bachelorette party.
Okay.
I'm sure you probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
James talked to us about the night that he met you. Nothing but great things to say.
That's nice.
And
Okay.
he said that you guys have been texting a little bit, and he already told you that he wants to come to San Diego and go out with you. You're kind of cold to that idea. You don't like that a whole lot.
Yeah. No.
Okay, is it something that has to do with James? Did James do something wrong?
No, it's just far away, and I just don't. It just doesn't feel like a really great idea to me, and I told him that already. And
Right. If you were in Seattle with James, would you go out with him then?
That's a no. That's a no, Cammy.
Cammy, was it just too weird? Like, did he want too much out of a one night, met at a club type of situation?
there's nothing wrong with him. He's really lovely, and I'm flattered, I guess.
Well, Cammy, that hesitation after I said, would you go out with him if you're in Seattle? That's kind of saying no. So, no, you don't want to go out another date with James?
I do. Okay, well, I'm in Seattle right now.
What?
You're in Seattle.
Yeah, I don't live in San Diego. I live in Seattle. I just said that because I sort of panicked and I didn't know what to do, and I felt like it's complicated, and
What do you mean by complicated, though?
Why did you tell him that?
I was living in San Diego, and I moved up here not that long ago from San Diego. So it's not a complete lie. It's just not a current truth.
Total lie. Okay, so why lie to him, though, instead of just saying, no, I don't want you to go out with you. I don't want you to have my phone number.
Or I'm just not interested. Like, it's not that hard to say
Because
that.
it's not just that I'm not interested. I am interested. I think he's really lovely. If we had met even, 2 months ago, I would have said yes.
Do you have a boyfriend?
I have a daughter, and she's 2.
Okay.
And I just recently, the reason I moved back to Seattle is I moved back in with her father.
Oh my God!
All right. Are you guys?
You're in a relationship and you're in Seattle.
Is that pretty much a recap of it?
Whole different person.
You're getting back with the father of your child?
Yeah, but it's something that I'm doing because I think that it's the best thing for my daughter, and I'm not sure yet if it's actually the best thing for me, and I think that's why that happened in the club that night. I think that
So you're not officially back with your baby's daddy?
we're trying it out, and we feel like it's nice for our daughter to not have to be shuffled back and forth between 2 houses, between 2 cities, so we're trying it.
But you're obviously not completely sold on the idea if you are this hesitant about even admitting that you're back with him.
No, I guess I'm...
Okay. Well, then maybe we can get James to convince you to go out on a date.
This is the most
Because Cammy, James is actually on the other line right now listening
Oh my God!
and heard what you just said.
Hi, Cammy.
Hi.
I'm shocked that you live here.
I know. I just couldn't really deal with the situation very well, and it felt easier to just not be here, to say I was in San Diego.
I'm also pretty surprised to find out that you are in a relationship and have a child.
Yeah, lots of things that you learned today, James.
Obviously, I'm a little thrown for a loop and a little, taken aback, but that doesn't mean that I'm not still totally attracted to Tammy. It doesn't mean I'm not still interested in you.
That's impressive.
I understand. What?
That's impressive, James.
He said attracted, so maybe Cammie is just really
Maybe
hot.
she is from San Diego.
Cammie, would the father of your baby think that you're cheating on him if he heard any of this?
It would not really be helpful in the time that we're here trying to give this a go. So no, this would not be good.
I'm just impressed that James still wants, Cammie, no offense. I don't know you at all. From what James tells us, you're a great person. You sound nice to me. But if I had found out all this stuff about you, I'd been off the phone already. Like a long time ago. But James, you still want to go out with Cammie?
You know what? Yeah, I do.
But
Wow, that's a lot to be dishonest about up front.
why? Everything she told you wasn't true about who she is.
Look, obviously she has a lot of stuff going on in her personal life, and that's not something she's going to tell me right away. She can't tell me all of that stuff right away.
Don't come over to my house because my baby father kind of boyfriend is there.
And baby.
Yeah.
Sure, but I know that she was dishonest with me, but frankly, I'm willing to give her a pass if she'll be honest with me from now on.
Well, I think then I have to honestly tell you I'm not available. I can't right now.
Cammie, what if I pay for it? What if I pay for it?
No, Cammie, you're doing the right thing, Cammie.
Give me a second, please. Let Cammie answer.
Oh,
Cammie, I would love to pay for you to go out on a second date with James or a first date.
Yeah, we didn't really go on a first date.
Yeah, first date. You can tell him all about yourself, who you really are.
The relationship you're in.
Yeah, you can talk about everything. We'll pay for it. Will you go out with James one more time?
No, I can't. It's already gone way beyond what I ever intended for it to be.
All right.
If I was in a different season or time in my life, I would absolutely go on a coffee date or a
So,
camp.
in the off chance that your current situation doesn't work out and you break up with the father of your kid, you'll go out with James again? You'll keep his number and maybe get a hold of him?
Yeah, I guess I'll call you guys and then...
Cammie, before you go, I just want to say that I think you're an incredible person, and I will wait for you.
You'll
What?
You're gonna wait and see what happens.
I'm gonna wait.
In
I'm
hopes.
gonna wait.
How
Wow,
long?
Cammie, how do you feel about that? He said that he's gonna wait and see what happens in your current relationship so that he can possibly go out with you.
I do not think that's a good idea.
No, come on.
Well, it's what I'm going to do.
James,
We'll see how it works.
Good luck,
But
James.
I believe in it.
Cammie, since you won't go out with James again because you're currently living and trying to get back together with your baby's daddy, can James at least babysit from time to time so he can see you when you guys have a date night or something?